It's a massacre. All the delightful sugary delights being thrown. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't throw it at me. Look at the pies. Look at the carnage. Oh no. You are welcomed. Oh goodness, the first tragic death. She's been pied to death. Oh no. Oh, my special little torture device is absolutely exquisite. Yes. More pies. Keep throwing them. Become engulfed in delicious filling. Keep throwing the pies. Never stop. There's one on the floor. Finish them. Give them their just desserts. Good day, Ruskin enjoyers. It's my birthday. It's April 3rd, or at least it was. I'm recording this a little bit late. But anyway, we had some fun with a wonderful Pie Royale arena. Great food fights were had. Many people perished from pie. So, yeah, huge props to Mr. Cheese Taco with that. That will become its very own special video at some point in the future, probably in a month. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you're all doing all right, and let's go ahead and start yapping about this brand new Rust store. So, it was all right. That's the best answer I can give to you. I mean, it's fine. You got some variety. Like, if some of these skins are accepted in other Rust stores, I don't think people will complain. 9 skins in total? Yeah, I'm not going to complain. I'll probably be able to actually get this video done in a reasonable amount of time. We'll see. But yeah, let's just quickly go through all the skins right now and discuss which of these are and are not abnormals. And yes, we do have abnormals this week. We do. Last week was delayed. This one was not. So that is not abnormal. And oh, by the way, I have a bit of a rubbish hand, so I might be a little bit slow. I'm very sorry, but I had to go to the hospital for that. Right, Black Diamond hoodie and pants, I can confirm, are abnormal. The Deep Ruby tools are abnormal. The Not Friendly Clan garage door, that is also abnormal. The Popstar Thompson is abnormal. And another anime girl skin, literally after the previous week. Looks like that's becoming a prominent thing. And Señor Tomato persists. Look at that lovely looking fella. Over to here, the Ultramarine Locker is also abnormal. So the only skins this week that are not abnormal is just literally the wooden door. That's it. All the other skins are abnormal. We do have quite a lot to chase after next week, if you're interested. So let's just close all of that, and now let's start yapping about how all the skins line up in terms of interest. So on SUM, on micro522.com, which is linked in the description. You can go see this in your own time if you so wish. If you go to the accepted skins, which I'll show you in a second, basically, from what you can see here, quite a lot of skins here had some very good, I mean, all of them had very good upvote to downvote ratio. More specifically, almost all of them had at least double compared to downvotes. So, all right, not too bad. We did get quite a lot of late picks this week, and not a single early pick. That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. We did see some collection continuations and potentially another Black Clothing and Armour collection for this year. Well, it's normally how it is. So what happens with Black Ops? Are they still considering it? Could we get 1 year where we actually get 3 Blackout alternative options? And 0 Whiteout, 0 Forest Raiders, 0 Desert Raiders. Anyway. Let's go over to here. Let's see how the sales are. So the Rust store was an early Rust store this week. And, well, this Rust store over here, very late Rust rotation the previous week and very early Rust rotation the next week. Technically speaking, it only had like 6 days and a bit. The skins here really didn't sell that much. And in terms of the buy orders, we actually just did them. They all became marketable at the exact same time, 1 o'clock in the morning, UK time. So, yeah, that was for Friday. Right now it's technically Friday. We did all of that, and that will be its own separate video, so that'll probably be out on Saturday. So if you're curious to see how all these skins line up, what their futures are likely to be in the future, well, what their futures are likely going to behold. Consider giving it a good watch. We showcase like the abnormal bar of support, even though it's not abnormal, but you get the idea. Like, we look and see how likely they're going to retain their value. So, cool. Hedge, just focus. Not that many skins and you're still delaying yourself. I've had a very rough birthday. That happened, and my other hand's not that good either. Anyway, let's just focus. Come on in. So, out of all these skins, I'll be brutally honest with you, I don't think we're going to be seeing anything ridiculously going up high in price. I really don't. But at the end of the day, if you like a skin, you could go treat yourself, buy it, you should enjoy it, support those skin creators, keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. But if you're considering, oh, are we potentially going to see some collection continuations anytime soon? Hold on a second, because it does appear we might be getting Easter maybe next week. Now, let me just kind of point this out. In the newest blog post by Face Punch, if we could just go all the way to the bottom, you will see that they talk about Easter. They're introducing Easter content next week. Now, that very likely could just be in-game Easter content. We might not have an Easter Rust Store next week. But we also, we could. Easter is what, the 21st this year? Yes, I think that's the case. So, I mean, I think that would line up okay, I guess. We'll see. But if we do have an Easter Rust Store next week, I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially see 3 weeks of Easter in April. That was very weirdly said, sorry. 3 weeks of Easter for 2025 in April of this month. So just to remind all of you, if you're wondering about, oh, does that mean Easter's going to be super great with lots of potential lovely profits and whatnot, you should look at Easter and know that they very likely will not become nice profits. That worked out nicely, but it's a very funny looking hammer. All of these, yeah, no. And if you keep going back to previous Easters, you're basically going to see the same thing. So if you're rubbing your hands about, oh, there's another holiday next week, well, yeah, the skins, the items, well, that's a different story. Because, of course, next week we are expecting, like, horse costume and a new Rustage egg. So the items are pretty interesting. But this month as a whole, it might not be huge profits. So if you're going to sit there and say, oh, I think I'm just going to save my wallet, you might be saying that for the rest of the month. Is it a bad thing? We are steering closer and closer to the summertime, and there are interesting things to be said, but we'll save that for the end of this video. Let's focus talking about these skins specifically, and, you know, getting a good showcase of them and questioning how likely they're going to, you know, do nicely in the future. So, the Rust Store has rotated a good several hours ago. The top selling skin so far is the Not Friendly Clan Garage Door. Now, just to be a little bit more precise, the total subscriber count right now is about 6,900. Okay, cool. But this collection's weird. Why'd you say it in such a way? Well, I mean, it quite literally is the garage door, the not friendly garage door. It is the friendly wooden door and the not friendly wooden door. And that is it. It's a bit of an odd one. Now, if you were to take a look at all of them, you might notice a bit of a problem with those wooden doors. They haven't gone up in price. They haven't really changed. But that's wooden doors in general. We are now delving into other deplorables. Now, in the past, I have seen like sleeping bags being made for this and whatnot. Wasn't accepted. So, are we actually going to see the I am friendly counterpart being accepted at some point in the future? Maybe complete the sets? We'll see. But that's another garage door. That's another garage door. I love garage doors, didn't you know? Well, okay, let me just put it this way. If you look at garage doors as an investment, you know, yeah. Down 48, down 46, down 48, down 42, down 69, down 53, down 33, down 41, and down 10. Yeah, that's not looking good. We have quite a lot of garage doors so far this year, and I do expect more, and Twitch drops, and holiday skins. We can't escape it. It's inevitable. So last year we had a record-breaking amount, and the year before that we had a record-breaking amount, and now you should kind of understand that when you get a lot of skins for a certain item, because there's so many options, so many things you could consider instead, that quite a lot of them struggle to retain their price, and they become a bit problematic. So that right there, I think it's funny. I think a lot of people will be appreciating it to a point, but don't be surprised if it still drops down. How much is that going to sell by the end of the week? I do not know. But even then, regardless, I wouldn't be surprised if it still goes below its Rust Store price. All right, garage doors as investments, not the best, I'm afraid. Sorry to say. Mr. Jack Shepherd, how you doing? Oh, yeah, here you go. You want to see that? Look what I did. So, sorry I haven't been interacting that much, but yeah, I had an accident. I'll talk more about it afterwards. I have to talk about this potential problem. So, yeah, not to sound mean, Mr. Rona, it's a perfectly fine-looking design, and I would like to see some more of it. What else could he do? What would you like to see with the not friendly and the friendly collection? A rug to put outside as like a banner? That would be pretty cool, Mr. Rona. I think you could pull that off. I think a lot of people would actually like really appreciate it then, because you could put that anywhere outside your base. You could trick the neighbours. Quickly switch the rugs around. Okay then, so shall we actually go ahead now and showcase this skin? Now, Mr. Micro, he produced a lovely little stage for me, he said. For your birthday, I've got the most perfect stage for you, Hedge. It's going to be an absolutely wonderful showcase of all the skins for April Fool's swipe. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. He put me in a tunnel. He put me in a tunnel. Why did he put me in a tunnel? A train might come and hit me. You know, like, it doesn't even fit. Damn you, Micro. So, look, I'm going to try and, make the best of it. I'm going to try and actually showcase all these skins, but he put me in a tunnel. Right, come on then. Let's try and, showcase this. So, here we go. Get a good look at the not friendly garage door. Yes, let's get up close, get a good look at all of that. Looking ever so nice. But as I said, is everyone going to be super crazy for the likes of that? It would be nice if we do get the friendly counterpart, and like I said, maybe we'll see it in a collection, complete the sets at some point later this year. Sometimes we do get them in May, but usually we get them towards the end of the year. Now, if I could just snap my fingers and showcase it at night time. Oh, Right, did it work? Yeah, there we go. All right, I teleported back to a more sensible spot. Damn you, Micro. Right, anyway, so let's go give this a good up-close look. I've got the lights off. It seems all right. I've got no issues. Now, I also happen to have it over to here. And if I could also turn off the modelling area. Does it happen to glow in the dark when it's all rolled up? From what I can see, no. No, it does not. So if you're concerned about that, well, sorry. But back during the day, let's get up close and give it a lovely good look in the sunlight. And it's a perfectly fine look and design, Mr. Verona. I do believe he'll be producing some interesting continuations. As I said, what would you like to see? A rug sounds like a perfectly cool, valid idea, but feel free to voice your opinions. Feel free to suggest what you'd like. And now, let's move on to the next skin. So be careful, keep an eye on the garage door. Remember, if you want one for yourself, go treat yourself. But if you want to make a nice investment, we do have abnormals this week. You could just probably wait until Wednesday night. We'll do the abnormal barders. We'll go through the whole process. Look in the description. You'll see links to all my socials. Wednesday night, we'll be figuring that all out. So, cool. Let's now talk about the Popstar Thompson. So, well, Popstar, it's now got 3 skins in total. Could this be an interesting summer collection? A weapon-only collection? Now, by default, normally we wouldn't be very confident. In the past, we have seen some weapon-only collections that have worked out quite all right in the summer. So that would be Redemption and Chameleon. But as time went on, things did get a little bit awkward. But as you can see here, these appear to be down bad at the moment. But SUMM's sometimes a little bit slow to update. So if I just go take a look at this on the Steam market right now, I can confirm to you it's currently sitting here at $2.56. Compare this to a lot of the other AKs that have come out over the past 2 years. That's actually one of the best performing ones. Still went down by 50 cents. But with today, it has bounced up a bit. You can see with the blue line that more sales have happened. And right now, it should be a low point. Most skins in general should be at a low point with their prices. You see that spike right there? That is when the LR300 was accepted. All right? So it has spiked before when another skin has appeared. Went down afterwards. But with today, maybe as we approach the Friday and the Saturday, it climbs up a bit more. And maybe, fingers crossed, it doesn't stop. So overall, this AK, I would approve, giving it a good look and whatnot. But the LR300, AKs get used a lot more compared to the LR300s, and they do be appreciated a lot more compared to the LR300s. I'm sorry. Even though we got a ridiculous amount of AKs, it's still, that's the behaviour we tend to notice. Right then, so that might be an interesting thing to look at. But now we do have to talk specifically about the Thompson. So, all right, let me point this out to you. In the run-up to this rush store, there's like 10 potential Thompsons that could have been picked from. Let me just showcase this to you right now. So, congratulations to RR3. I'm feeling reasonably positive. But if you were to take a look at all the recent Thompson submissions, today we could have potentially have had Starry Dream. We could have potentially had, let me just make sure it's most recent. Yep, Minicopter, Beekeeper looks nice. Medieval also looked pretty cool. But then if I were to focus the collection continuations, Factory New, Black Ops, Hyper and its various different versions, Deep Ruby, Black Ops, Reflector. There was a lot of potential candidates for other collection continuations. Oh, there's Heritage as well. But Popstar has reigned supreme. So, looking at that, also take into consideration all the Thompsons that have been accepted over the past year or so. They haven't been perfect, but there's still some that have worked out quite nicely. Now, if we're supposed to see skins at the moment at a low point, and not all of them are doing super bad. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. That's actually pretty all right. And feel free to comment below how much you happen to use your Thompsons. I can see this working out quite all right. How much is it going to sell? Now, the Abyss Thompson, you might sit there and say, well, that went down a fair bit. That's it at its worst. It only went down by 50 cents. I'm fine with that. We talked about that at the very beginning of the year. Now, that did almost 22,000 subscribers. At the current rate, I can't really tell you how much this is going to sell by next Thursday, but I don't think it's going to be selling as much as that Abyss Thompson. As of now, that's my first assumption from what I can see. That could very likely be pretty good. Now, with the Popstar collection, how far does it go? Is it only going to be a weapon-only collection for the foreseeable future? Will the skin creator actually manage to get some clothing and armor? Would you like to see a Popstar hoodie and pants? Actually, consider that. Look at the design. Do you reckon that would actually work out very nicely? If we get a face mask, if we get tier 3, are we going to have the anime girl as the face mask? Could you tell me if you think that's a bad idea? I'd love to see the comments there. I'm actually going to tell him that now. I think he... Oh, the summer's looking fun. Anyway, so Popstar, maybe it could progress into much more, but I have seen deplorables being attempted in the past, the large box. I have seen a backpack, so we'll see how it goes. But I think a lot of people are really annoyed that I brought that up now. Anyway, shall we showcase the skin? Let's go do that right now. I'm just sitting here, thinking about that face mask idea. Oh, don't worry. Here's the Thompson. Get a good look at that. Yes, the anime girl has appeared again, and of course, aim down the evil one. So, of course, quick look at night time. Give that a good little inspection. Nothing appears to glow in the dark. How's the night light? Feel free to comment below if you can see that perfectly fine. Very nice, very cool. So, yeah, I mean, I've got no issue with it. Looks pretty cool. Might sell reasonably. Might work out quite all right as well in the future. I do believe the skin creator will commit to make more skins out of this collection. I really want that tier 3 now, just to upset everyone. I think the hoodie and pants would look very, very cool, though. Like, in the past, we've had some very cool designs that are super colourful and whatnot. I think it could work. Right, anyway, over to here. Oh, that was a bit loud. Sorry about that. At least you're alert now. So, yes, give that a good look. What are your thoughts? Feel free to comment below. And what weapon would you like to see being made next? I wouldn't say no to another revolver. I'm just saying that. All right. Anyway, so nighttime. Give that a good look. Should stand out just a little bit better. But yeah, a perfectly fine looking Thompson. And let's see if that works out all right by the time we see the sales next Thursday. Cool, 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 cool. And now, let's now move on to the next skin. So consider me surprised to see immediately another blackout alternative option. Might be debatable how effective it is. It looks pretty shiny, but Mr. Kit has got his black Paladin hoodie and pants being accepted, so okay. Now, just to give you a bit of a preview, he actually made the tier 3 before, if I can recall. Either way, could be resubmitted, could be adapted. This could very likely turn into a bigger collection. Now, it does appear to be quite shiny, and a lot of the gold there, well, certainly isn't a blackout, but it could still get its own identity. It could still be something very cool. Now, in the past, we have had many alternative blackout options. This shite here, it looks like it could develop further. Maybe it stops right here, though. You never know. You can't always just instantly assume that it's going to be guaranteed that a collection's going to get all the pieces, right? Quite some time back, we used to hardly ever see tier 2 armor for some strange reason. There was a lot of collections like 2 years ago that stopped because they never got tier 2. Right, so with this, okay, I'm curious. I'm interested, but I'm still a bit cautious. Now again, we might have Easter in the way. I don't know if we're going to be seeing any skin submissions over the course of this upcoming weekend. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a break. So if you're just instantly assuming, oh, surely we'll see some tier 3 or some tier 2 at some point, boots and gloves, whatever. Well, about that. So just be a little bit careful. Let's also keep an eye on it. Both of those skins are abnormal, all right? We want to keep an eye on the sales. We'll look at it Wednesday night. We'll make considerations. But I'm not 100% sure it's going to be A-OK. The big difference between that and like the tire tier 2 from the previous week is that tire tier 2 really wasn't selling that much. And it ended up, well, not selling that much whatsoever. That is the lowest selling blackout alternative I've ever seen. Now, I'm still confident the skin creator will be putting out more skins for this, and I'm fully well aware that a pair of hoodie and pants have appeared. So, funny that. Could have had that today. No. No. Let's go do another one. Okay, cool. But, again, that kilt, that coffee can, that vest, ooh, keep an eye on those. And if we do see a collection continuation at some point, yeah, I think that might be having a very fun spike and spike in price, because there's only so many of these to go around, and I do not expect that many to be listed on the Steam market. So that could easily get cleaned out. So, over back to here. The current rate of sales with what we see here, I am expecting these to sell more compared to the Tier 2 at the current rate. Doesn't mean it's definitely going to happen, but it wouldn't be surprising. I'll roll with that. Okay, then. So, okay. I'm looking. I'm questioning. I think you are much better off just waiting it out. Don't be surprised if it does drop off. I did say at the very beginning, like in all these skins, they look nice, but I still feel like every single one very likely could be slipping below the Rustle price over the course of the next month or so. But if things do work out nicely over the course of the summer, if we do progress these collections, more specifically these hoodie and pants, doesn't matter. If we see Tier 2 or Tier 3, that is spiking on spiking on price. If there's a lot of them, okay, maybe it doesn't go as high, but still, it's a black alternative, and people do appreciate these. People like them. So why don't we go ahead now and give it a lovely good showcase. He's got trickery, this micro. He sent me back over to here. Okay, whatever. Well, let's just go give this a good look. So yes, observe a very interesting pair of knee pads. Well, it's good for your knees, especially when you get older, right? It's my birthday today, and let me tell you, if you always sit on your knees, oh god, yeah, you're gonna get older, kids. You wake up, get out of bed, and something's just gonna ache, and you don't know why. You're gonna get out of the bed, and something's gonna feel really, really sore, and you're never gonna know why. It's gonna happen to you one day. Anyway, so focusing the skins, get a good look at that. I think it looks cool. It looks fine. It is a bit reflective though, as you can clearly see. So when you kind of look at it round over to here, yeah. We had a big talk about that last week with the, oh god, those stick out. Oh my god! Don't look, children. They'll poke an eye out there. Oh god! Oh, well, suddenly there's 1,000 more sales. Anyways. It's cool. I like it. I'm sorry, Kit. I'm so sorry. I've advertised it much better now. But yeah, keep an eye out on Mr. Kit's workshop. I'm sure it could work out very nicely. Just hide the shame. Just go. Disappear. Okay, right. Well, it looks nice. I would like to see a continuation, but I am fully well aware that in the future, we might not definitely get all of it, and we're not getting it potentially for the next 2 or 3 weeks. All right? So maybe you're better off going with a low ball builder. But if you really like it and you want to show your support, consider buying it. Give the skin creator the support and the morale boost. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. But yeah, do not be surprised if we do have 2 coinciding at the same time. That quite literally happened last year with Commando and Black Diamond. And that turned out fun, didn't it? Yippee. Right then, cool. So let's now hop out of here. So as we wrap this up, Mr. BB Carefree, he suggested something pretty cool, you know. Don't assume this is super unique. Like, you got to remember, Dragon Rage and Black Gold also had a nice black gold colour scheme. So, yeah, just go back to the past, see how those pants are currently holding up. I am aware Dragon Rage hoodie and pants worked out very nicely. But when it comes to Black Gold, it's quite the opposite. So, over to here, you can see Dragon Rage selling for about $4, double the price it sold for. And then Black Gold, oh, that's actually quite alright. If you go look at the hoodies, though, I think that's where I remember things being a little bit awkward. Scroll down and take a look. What do you see? Things aren't looking very pretty. Yeah, there you go. Half the price. But that hoodie, oh, over $5. So, sounds pretty interesting. But again, you probably should care more about like the other options, like pirate hoodies, very cheap. You've got, I know, Legacy Kevlar's very, very cheap with the amount that's sold. Maybe the hoodie's the thing you should worry about. Maybe pants are right. There you go, Black Diamond slightly down by 15%. Commando hoodie doing pretty good, like almost up by $1. So yeah, but how much is it going to sell? Right, that's another thing. Let's wait it out. Wait till Wednesday. You get the idea. Let's move on properly and actually talk about the Señor Tomato door. Okay, so it's a collection continuation, and well, that rock, he's not doing super great, but he's surviving. He's trucking along. He's a happy little fella. Only 30 listings. Price sitting there at $2.35. The barter's only going up to $1.50. We have been seeing a bit of a rise in price today. If we show liquidity, oh, there you go. 68 have sold. All right, so it does appear that this was down pretty bad at some point until today. We saw the collection continuation, and I am definitely in the position of expecting potentially more out of this. And if I could just quickly showcase to you, there was a hammer. There is the hammer. So I think we could potentially see that happen. But I have seen some pretty cool looking hammers being submitted somewhat recently, and none of them have been accepted. We'll see what happens there, but don't assume something's definitely going to be accepted, right? You can't sit there and just instantly assume that. I would like to see it, or do I? Because, that'd be another hammer skin then. Either way, Sepesh, the skin creator, is committed, and he's making more and more skins. Give his his workshop a good look every now and then. But we should point out that we have Easter. Easter's in the way, so yeah. What would you like to see him produce next? Feel free to comment below. I'm sure he'll see it for himself. But for now, shall we actually showcase his lovely, lovely Señor Tomato sheet metal door? Right, off we go. And, we're back to a good spot. All right then, so yes, get a good look at the shine on his cute little face. Get a good look at all those weird little lumps. Look how they stand out. Oh, he needs some sort of cream to sort that out. It's all spotty. Oh dear. But yeah, he's a perfectly fine looking fella. Now you might question, hey, does this happen to glow in the dark? Well, unfortunately, he does not appear to glow in the dark. So, okay, I'm not sure what your thoughts are in regard to that, but you're probably still liking the very comfy, cutesy, silly looking design. So if I could just get a little bit closer. Sorry if my my movement's a bit awkward today. As I said, my hand's kind of busted. It's very reflective, but it doesn't glow. So I'm not sure if that's something that you're going to be pretty upset about. Again, you can feel free to comment below and whatnot. But if the skin creator's committing to that sort of ruling, you should expect it for all the other skins from here and now. Nothing wrong with it, but I know a lot of people do happen to like glow-in-the-dark skins. But you have so many options for them now. Maybe we need to go back to our roots and just appreciate a fine-looking door. It doesn't have to be super flashy in your face. It can just be a calm, serene-looking tomato. So, all right then, goodbye, Señor Tomato. I think we must bid you adieu. Whoop, because we must now talk about the very next skin. And, where is it? Where might that brand new skin... it's over here. What's that? It's a very shiny-looking deep ruby hatchet, accompanied with a very nice, shiny, deep ruby pickaxe. Yes. So, okay. Pretty nice to see. I wasn't expecting this. I was actually sitting here, like 2 weeks ago, sitting on my stream and I was saying, guys, it's pretty surprising. We haven't had like a pair of tools in a while. I honestly thought this had a very good chance of being accepted. And lo and behold, here we are. So far this year, we've had No Mercy tools and Deep Ruby tools. The stars aligned. Congratulations, Mr. Wynette. Let's see what happens next because he's on a bit of a roll. We've had the AK, crossbow, these now. What's next? He'll probably delve into more weapons. What would you like to see? What would you like to see being made next? Hedge, don't say revolver, but I want to. Couldn't say no to an MP5, but he did do that. Couldn't say no to a Thompson, but he did do that. So he's tried. That's the thing. Do be a little bit, we can hope, but there are no guarantees. You know how it is. So, yep, there's the pickaxe. Here's the hatchet. Give it a nice little inspection. Neither of them glow in the dark, so nothing to be concerned about that. And now, let's go on to stage and showcase them right here, right now. So first of all, look at all that shine. Is that something you appreciate? And then over to here with the pickaxe, right next to the lighting, standing out ever so nicely. So back to the hatchet. Let's go to here, strike a pose, and here we are. So yes, a very nice looking specimen. But tools in general, here's the unfortunate future. Tools, they really don't hold up their value. They are like this. It looks cool. I like it. Was it $2.49? That's very likely going down to $1. I'm so sorry to say it, but that is very likely the expectation. So, what gives? I don't know. People just really don't care for their hatchets and pickaxe skins. Sometimes, quite a lot of the time, you're going to see some very manipulated skins. They very likely are either hatchets or pickaxes. Manipulators love to manipulate them, but they're all like the ones that came out like years ago. This right here, at the current rate, it probably could maybe do about 15,000 subscribers. I wouldn't say no. Now, if we could also just quickly switch, so over to here. Oh, yeah, there you go. So yeah, this is a again, sorry, my hand. I can't control it properly. Give that a good look. I'm in pain. Ow. I'm stretching my fingers all over the place. But yeah, that is looking very nice, looking very cool. Yeah. Why do they not hold up very nicely? Do you reckon you could offer your own opinions? I'll show it to you in a second just to get the point across, because I had to do the exact same thing with the No Mercy tools, and I don't think they're doing very good at the moment either. It's not the fault of the skin creator. It's just people just do not care for these skins, for hatchets and pickaxes. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go showcase it now. All right, so let's just get this point across. Take a look at all the hatchet skins that have come out over the past 2-3 years. How are they currently doing? That is there at $1.03 on the Steam market. It's a very cool looking design. It's part of the largest collection in all of Rust, No Mercy collection, which is doing very nicely. That is sitting there at basically $1, basically half the price. What gives? I don't know. I do not know. There's Cargo Heli, $1.06. Jade Beast, $1.06. Quarantine, $1.10. $1.04. $1.11. $1.04. $1.12. 99 cents. $1.05. $1.18. $1.06. $1.27. $1.12. And there's a minute plated skin that is currently selling for $22. What? Well, there you go. That's manipulation. See all these borders here? They're all part of the manipulation. This is not actually worth that price. I've been over this many times. I'm sure you get the whole idea. Look at the sales history as well. It just randomly yeah, that's all coordinated. It's done very well. I'll give props to them, but yeah, that is not actually worth that price. Do not be fooled. Do not buy it. All right. So anyway, back over to here. Yeah, all these hatchets aren't really holding up very nicely. And then over to here we have the pickaxes. I want to see a manipulated skin here as well. Yeah, so that's $1.07, 97 cents, $1.34, $1.15, $1.04, $1.10, $1.12, $1.03. Yeah, no manipulated skins here either. So, yeah, you can see that clearly. What gives? I don't know. Are these going to sell nicely? Probably, yeah. Are they going to retain their price? No, I don't think so. But I'd like to see it. These are unique. These stand out very nicely. But I have said this in the past, like, last year we had the Eyeside tools. It was like one of the first few skins to be accepted in that collection, so don't sit there and say, but Eyeside's not in demand. Anyway, that stood out very nicely. Very cool transparency, very unique colour scheme. It still went down in price. I don't know what they have to do to get love. I don't know what. So, again, your thoughts, your opinions, would love to hear it. Comment below, but let's move on from there, all right? These are both abnormal. You don't have to rush into buying them, but if you like them and you want them for yourself, you know how to do it. You know, just go buy them. Adore them. But don't look at these as easy profits, all right? We must learn from the past. Ultramarine Locker. So another locker already. Well, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. It's part of the Ultramarine collection, though. Surely it'll be all right, right? Beauty Industry Locker only just kind of came out. It's only down by a little bit at the moment. I'm not too concerned about that. It's still got all the support. I think it'll hold up quite nicely. At worst, it'll probably go down to about $2, and I can still see that right there. So, okay. The skin creator also hasn't made a collection continuation yet. That's the weird thing. All right, moving on, Hedge. Come on, we've got to focus on the new skin. Don't let yourself get carried away with the yapping about something completely different. So this is the second lowest skin so far. Okay, that might be a little bit concerning, but okay, that's not exactly a bad thing for us, the investors. And the Ultramarine collection is pretty in demand. What makes you say that, Hedge? Well, I'm seeing a lot of green. No, blue. Anyway, so basically, well, what we're currently looking at, this is an in-demand collection. Both the deplorables and the clothing and armour is doing very, very nicely. And I just can't help but assume this will just get carried. I won't be surprised that gets carried and has a very interesting summertime. Okay. Well, is it going to be huge profits? Well, the small box is selling for about triple the price almost. The Ultramarine Furnace is almost selling for about like double the price there. The bag is selling for double the price. The sheepman door is one of the sheepman doors that came out in 2024 that was actually in the positive. Pretty much every single other sheepman door is down in price. Large box is almost double in price. Like, please be aware of this. Most skins should be at their lowest point by now. Ultramarine don't care. So I feel like I got my point across. If this doesn't sell that much, I think it's actually looking to probably be the most viable skin to look at of all these skins here. And yeah, I'm fully aware lockers, some recent ones haven't exactly performed super great. It's quite unfortunate. Like during post-Christmas, all of these were in the negative. Very, very bad. But that, I don't expect it to sell as much as this. And I think that actually will be having a pretty fun future out of it. So you could like comment as much as you like. I get quite a lot of people mentioning that they don't like the Ultramarine collection. I get it. That's fine. But clearly a lot of other people do. So respect that a lot of people seem to like it, and the price is likely going to hold up quite nicely. I'm just saying, so... Right then, so let's go hop in. And here we are. Give that a good look. It's nice and reflective in the sunlight, looking ever so nice and shiny. I've already made a short video of this like 2 weeks ago. Yep, this is a late pick. Just got to remind all of you. So yes, look at that. A very nice, shiny looking design. Now, what deplorable would you like to see next? I know it's the water purifier. Oh, yes. Come get some sweet, delicious ultramarine. I mean, it would make sense. It's ultramarine. Absolute pure water. Jeeba, you've succeeded far too much with this. Now you've got to be silly with it. Go on, you can do it. You have the power. You're the chosen one. We need another water purifier just to make this year even more chaotic. Right, anyway, so let's now go to nighttime. Give it a good look. It is quite reflective with the light next to it. It is pretty cool. Alright then, so let's now go to total darkness. And as you can see, it glows in the dark ever so nicely. Not too much on the eyes. I think that's what a lot of people appreciate. Ultramarine collection is very noticeable and bright, but still feels nice and calm and relaxing. And when you have all the deplorables in a room, I think a lot of people enjoy a lovely bit of feng shui, some relaxation. I really do hope I used the correct term there. So back over to here. That looks nice. I do think it's got quite a lot of support behind it. And based on the current sales, things are looking interesting. So, you know, it's abnormal. Don't need to rush into buying it. Let's wait until Wednesday. See how it is then. We'll make those considerations then. But we don't have any signs of collection continuations because of Easter. You know how it is. All right, let's now move on to the very final skin of the week. So, we have this Adobe wooden door. Now, this was actually made in reference to the brand new high wall skins. So, let's just give this a good look first of all. Does it happen to glow in the dark? No. What about with the lights? Is it reflective? It's fine. It's fun. It's a wooden door. You know exactly what I'm about to say. Wooden doors are not very good investments. You very likely will be using a wooden door in the early parts of the, building up your base. But once you're past that, you're probably never going back. Now, again, you might be playing on certain servers where you get to use your wooden doors a lot more. Well, I mean, you're more inclined, or you want to showcase something. I've got to be brutally honest with you. I don't think people are going to be, going crazy for that. I don't look at this and say that's going to be a huge, insane profit. But if you like it for what it is, then by all means, consider, buying one, appreciate it, love it, adore it. But maybe I need to go bring in some of those new high wall gates and whatnot just to see if it blends in nicely with all of it. So, right then, let's go do that. Well, it's pretty cool. I think that's a nice little thing to see. That wooden door ain't going up in price, I'm afraid. I do not expect it to become a nice, profitable skin. It would have to be manipulated to get anywhere. It's nice to see a lovely little homage to some brand new introduced content. Have you had fun buying that? Who bought the Adobe building skin for? Oh yeah, I can't wait to get this for absolutely free in my pack, and then you had to buy it again. Face punch. Alright, anyway, so on the horizon, maybe we could see a lot more of those high wall gates and whatnot. What would you like to see next, Brutalist or Brick? Which one would sound cooler? Well, at the end of the day, give this a good look for one more final time. It's nice what it is. I just don't think people are going to care enough to consider keep buying it. Very sorry to say that, but we'll showcase all the wooden doors over the past 3 years, and you'll see that very quickly. So yeah, let's go do that now. And one thing I didn't really touch up upon is Freddy. He's made a lot of those doors that resemble, all the twig, the wood, the stone, the sheet metal. Like, he's done all this in the past. Yeah, there you go. The Adobe sheet metal door. The tugboat door for when the tugboats came out. So, yeah, I mean, he's got a fun thing going on, and it's worked out quite nicely. But not as of recent. Oh, wow. Well, I'm sure he's very eager for the next special skins for high walls and whatnot. But that wooden door, let's just now show this to you. For what you can see, unfortunately, down 50, down 64, down 46, down 67, down 53, down 61, down 43, down 69, down 46, down 30. And I'm surprised to see that's going up a fair bit. What's going on here? Are we starting to see another manipulation going on? I'm looking at the barders. There's a surprise $1 barder there at 32 quantity. Is it just randomly going up for no reason? If you think you have a good enough reason or an explanation for that, feel free to comment below. But yeah, you can pretty much see all the other wooden doors just aren't really holding up super great. There's another one here. What are you doing? I'm actually very curious because I own a few of these and I wouldn't mind selling them for some profit. That was an Easter skin from like 2 years ago. Well, sometimes strange things happen, and usually it's just because people are manipulating it. Right, so yeah, all of these are down pretty bad. So many of them below $1. And if we could just show that to you right now, so let's go by lowest price. So this one right here is selling for the standard $1.49 price for a deployable. If I just keep scrolling down, oh, that's above. So if I scroll upwards, look at how many of these wooden doors are below the standard price that they would sell for. Red, 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 red. So much red. Okay, yeah. And a lot of them are recent skins, what you just saw just a minute ago. So, yeah, I feel like I've said this so many times in the past. Wooden doors, they're just not very reliable investments. But if you like what you see, consider buying one for yourself. Support the skin creator, and you get the idea. So overall, it's, well, it's not looking to be super fantastic, super insane, but a smart barter can always lead to some potential success for some sweet, delicious profit. Remember, we're now probably going through the absolute worst of it. From here now, can it get any worse? I don't think so. Looks like we're just going to have a nice, slow rise to some happiness, hopefully. And we'll see how that all turns out. So yes, all good. Let's now talk about things that we can look forward to in the future. With the player count today for April 4 swipe, it's been pretty good. Not as good compared to the previous months, but compare this to every other April in the past. The 176,000 people that we had for peak today, good, not going to complain. And I wouldn't be surprised if we beat it tomorrow and potentially Saturday as well. Maybe we'll go up to like, oh no, 190,000. Still very good, mind you. But from here and now, will we actually see April go below 100,000? Is this streak going to get broken? Because I can't help but assume that with May, it might get the jungle update. I still think it might be like June. So let's now talk about the little blog post here. So every month when we have a 4 swipe, there will be a special little blog post being produced. And if we could just scroll down, they talk about the softcore game mode and whatnot. That's nice. Not too much of a concern for me. So if I could just keep on scrolling, here we go. Adobe wall and gate, looking pretty cool. Scroll, 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 scroll. Quality of life changes. Very nice. Thank you very much for that. Some changes to beehives. I'm sure you'll appreciate that as well. The volumes, there's the ability to be able to see how far they go. Very cool. If you own the Abyss pack, you're now getting a very special combat knife skin. That technically is the first combat knife skin to be added to the game in about, well, let's go find that out. I think it's been about like 6 years almost. Here we go, combat knife, and the answer is, oh, it's 4. And, well, we haven't had a marketable one in about 5 years now. So if you're a skin creator and you haven't done an Easter skin yet, I'm just saying. So, yeah, okay, cool, can't complain. Makes sense considering it's all like underwater based and you use it to like cut off like the loot underwater. So okay, cool. So keep on scrolling. What do we see? They are satisfied with what they have with the premium servers at the moment. They could still make some changes. And let me tell you, when the kids are out of school, that's the real test. Yes, come on, you got to think about it. They don't have morals, those children. Oh no, they don't. That's when they're most likely going to see a massive uptick in attempted cheating and whatnot. So let's see if that works out nicely. Or maybe it's going to go from $15 to $50. We shall see. So moving on, if we just keep on going down, what are we going to see? I want to showcase the Discord trophy. I've made a special little short video which you can see over to here. Here it is. If you don't know how to get it like sorted out, if you don't know how to get it for yourself, consider giving this video a quick watch, 60 seconds. You should get that all sorted. You might need to close Discord and reopen it a couple of times to be able to get it all working and whatnot, but this does showcase how to set all of that up. You just need to go to the main menu of Rust, look at the bottom right, click the friend section, click the Discord button, have a Discord account already signed in, and it'll just say, hey, can you authorize to make this work? And ta-da, you're basically done. So yeah, you get the idea. So give it a good watch. It's for your consideration. I thought best to, why not just showcase it? So here we have the Discord trophy on display. It's a fair bit reflective. It's got the colour scheme. It's got the logo. It's bejeweled. Oh, one of them's missing. Oh, yeah, it's a bit worn out and there's nothing inside. So, yeah, hey, it's cool. It's fun. Just something, a little decoration to put on the side. So, some of you might be wondering how does it look when you turn off the lights. So, with that, you can see it's a fair bit reflective. It's looking pretty cool. But, come on now. Does it happen to glow in the dark? You're probably wondering. So, of course, if I could just quickly turn off the lights, there you go. It doesn't glow in the dark. So, if you're curious, now you know. And just to remind you, it's just basically a Twitch Rivals trophy. Costs 50 metal frags to make. It gives you 70% comfort. It's just a decoration. So, yeah, all right, fair enough. It's free. Can't complain, right? Right, moving on. So if we just go all the way over to here, here we are. This is it. Go, lovely little peek of that tiger. He's prowling. He's hunting you. Yes, I don't think you're fully prepared. But those animals that are going to be in the jungle update, they're actively going to hunt you. And they're going to make your life a living hell. Yippee! So that's going to be super fun. You know, a lot of people are going to be super eager to jump into this. Now, at the very beginning of the year, well, we made suggestions that, well, if it's going to be a jungle, surely it'd be nice, like nice, dense foliage, dark green and whatnot. Well, I did suggest, maybe you want to go look at all those flashback clothing pieces. Reptile Hunter. Forest Raiders is probably having a fun time. Like, do you reckon the Forest Raiders guy might make a Jungle Raiders design? I wouldn't be surprised if he gives it a shot. I don't blame him. But yeah, Reptile Hunter's probably going to be king with this. So, all right then. Pretty cool. So yeah, they are now kind of indicating that we'll be able to properly test this out in May. April, which leads me to believe that we're probably going to see this maybe appearing as early as May. So they quite literally say, the jungle update is coming and approaching final development stages, and with it comes a brand new biome, new early game weapons, a whole cast of deadly new wildlife, including crocodiles, snakes, and more. What's the more? Panthers. We're planning to kick off public testing early this month, so if you're eager to get a first look or first bite, keep an eye on our socials and Discord announcements for when testing begins. We'd love to hear your feedback. So I was actually one of the people that had fun playing the beta of the primitive game mode. I think that might probably happen this weekend, actually, or at least next weekend. Would it happen around Easter weekend? Which would be, the 19th of April to the 21st. In the UK, at the very least, Friday and Mondays are off, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, looking pretty promising. Look at that. Oh, brand new monuments and whatnot. It's going to be fun. I'm sure you're going to appreciate it. And thank you for the subscription there, Mr. Isaac. I do appreciate that. Thank you. So, yeah. Maybe you want to go look on the Steam market real quickly, get a quick look at that Reptile Hunter, and just give a little look. Oh God, it's expensive. I just realised. There's a reason for it. People are noticing and people are jumping in. So if you thought, I should probably go get some for myself, you might want to jump in now before it's too late, because when it actually releases, oh my. And I have talked about this somewhat recently. Forest Raiders. I mean, it's hardly gone down in price. It didn't dip that much. So. You've got to look at that as well. Make some moves before it's too late. But you probably still have plenty of time with flashbacks, because that hoodie, oh God, why do you need to list 800? But the pants, the pants are still wonderful. So, yeah, why do you need to list 110? What compels you to think that's a good idea? There's all these other people here. So, it's for your consideration. Hey, it's cheap, grab it whilst you can. That would actually still be very useful and very helpful. Like, it's not super dark green, but it's still green and it'll still work, right? Better to get in now before it's too late and it becomes a lot more pricier. The hoodie might still be a bit cheap in the future, though. Okay, so cool. We've pointed that out to you. You get the idea. Now let's keep an eye on the commits from here now, because, of course, we've just had a brand new update. It wasn't a huge one, but considering what we have for the past 2 months, all right, fair enough. But things we are noticing, well... Wallpapers for the floor? Okay, I mean, no, I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. Does that imply potentially maybe another wallpaper pack? Do you reckon we'll see something for Easter? I did say that during Lunar New Year. I was like, so does this mean, like, for all the major holidays, so we're going to get, like, special wallpaper packs for all of them? We'll see. But yeah, stuff for the floor. I hope you're looking forward to it. And over to here, Aztec Assault Rifle. So I actually first found out about this from Mr. Protox, so I accidentally showcased that a little bit earlier, but here we are, yes. Mr. Protox, Monsieur Shelby, they're always keeping an eye out for all the new content that's being mentioned. So that's cool. But yes, Aztec Assault Rifle. I have to bring this up. In the past, I have noticed the jungle building skin being mentioned. I am fully in the belief, and you may recall, when we had the primitive game mode being introduced, with that very special medieval pack, didn't we? Aztec Assault Rifle. I think we're getting like an Aztec pack. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Aztec pack's going to be consisting of the AK, the building skin, and I do believe like a special shelf was also mentioned somewhat recently. I think we're getting like a fun little RP thing. But that would be like a special pack. No, that wouldn't be tradable or marketable. But it'll probably cost like $12. So yeah, I'm in the belief now that they're preparing extra additional content. Maybe the jungle building skin will be by itself, or maybe they think, we'll just put it all together. Yeah, we'll see. Keep an eye on the commits. Something's cooking, and Protox and Shelby are definitely the guys that are going to keep you informed. Le base beyond, I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try, Shelby. I'm not going to hurt your ears, all right? Okay, so we're just going to step away. I'm not going to try. Okay. So overall, interesting things. Jungle update. May, June, July. What do you reckon will be best? Because it doesn't really matter. I think it coincides perfectly with North American kids having summer vacation. So it begins. We'll see. I think you're going to be seeing a lot of mentions of Jungle update on the commits now. So cool. All right, then. So that seems to be a bit of a wrap. I will sit here and say thank you very much to everyone who said happy birthday. I greatly appreciate it. We had a lot of fun earlier throwing pies at each other. I think when I clean up this video later, I'll probably add a little clip showcasing what happened so you get some context. But it was fun. Thank you very much to everyone who turned up. And let's look forward to the future. But just remember, with Easter skins, they're not very good investments. That's just a final warning for all of you. But you can still look forward. So, okay, we're going to go back over to here and bring this up one more time. I will have this linked in the description. This is TGG's Easter 2025 contest. I'm still within the belief that we'll see maybe another 100 skins being submitted over the course of the next 2 days. Some people like to leave it late. Yes, they do. But we are not expecting any skins being submitted this weekend. So, all right, cool. You get the point. You get the idea. But overall, not really expecting much with Easter skins. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. I believe we're done. Next week, I think we'll be seeing the Easter Rush store, perhaps. I think at the very least we'll see the new items, the horse costume and the Rustage egg. Horse costume will very likely cost $10, exactly like the chicken costume. And the Rustage egg, probably about $5. We'll see. Cool. Right then, so shall we properly wrap this up and say goodbye? It stinks in here. I don't know what it is. Thanks, Micro. What a lovely birthday present. Regardless, thank you so much to everyone who's offered some nice, kind words over the past year or so. And thank you once again to Mr. Micro for setting up all the bases with the Rust Store showcases. But yeah, it's all good fun. So yeah, I found it funny. Right then, so let's look forward to the future. What stupid things could we see next? The anime girl face mask.